Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, Sam off. No. Leo.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is caught inside the 15. A huge play there right off the bat. 53 yards. Sony Michel, his first carry. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5, but not the 4. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 4-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
They'll give to Michel running right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So,
and he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
What's that? 19! 55! Let's go, D! 24! 29!
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson eluding the pressure right. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
We're set! 19! 50! 50 to Mike! 50 to Mike! On twist! 29! Slap! Watch out! Alert! Where you at? Who's that? Is that yours? Who's that?
Now a first down throw, Watson. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, get him, you got it. 55's my guy, 55.
Watson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 28. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it. You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots' 18-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Phillip Lindsey, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're 1st place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can drive as many.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back.
But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston. Phillip Lindsey with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this 1st quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
He'll look to throw. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll run it. This is Michel. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
Recon, 132 fighter, 10-2 star.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
91.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
64, weak. Bravo.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. On 2nd down, Michel. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
80 weapons.
No gain.
Five.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Go. Yes. Look at me, zipper.
Hey, 4-1, Mike.
Now. Go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Watson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jordan Thomas, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Let's go.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the out. Check the backer, check the backer.
Hey, Delta. Hey. 5.
2nd and 10. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Hey. Now.
They'll look to throw here. He's got Fuller. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Check 13. Check 13. Hard. Hey, Alpha. Yep. Get it.
They'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
23 yards on the play.
Hey, Charlie.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Be careful.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel. He scored on the ground and through the air, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The extra point up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Throwing on third down, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Watch tight end. We got 4. We got 4. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. And let's go.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long, it's Watson. And he's going to go down again.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Patriots take over. Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. And it's the Browns out to the early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Alert 3.
Hey, echo.
Alert 3. 40. Go. 41 Mike.
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Smooth.
A loss of 12 brings up 3rd down.
Check. Look at me. Go. Check. Yo, go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Will Fuller in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point safely through, and the lead is now 21-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Down, he's coming. That's 24.
The final shot before the break, Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the...
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And able to find Dorsett. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. Looking to throw. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Trevor Williams with a pick.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Now Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
Yeah, not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
55's my guy.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He'll find his man on the comeback route. Complete. And all the way down to the 37. A huge play there for Houston. 46 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Houston.
On first down, Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Will Fuller with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Watson now to throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Watson. Wide open receiver complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Watson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now it's Lindsey. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10. At their 49.
Check 50. Hey, 31.
Throwing on 2nd down. Watson. And that is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Back to throw, Watson. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Watson. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
It's our time. It's our time.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's complete to Fuller. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, they run with Michelle. Well, the ball is out. Michelle lost it, and the Texans scoop it. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
19. Check 55 to Mike. I don't think you got it, son.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Lindsey. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Check.
Here's Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 29. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Hey, Sam off.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
2nd and 3. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now for the point after. And the lead is now 24. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence
that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today? Picked off at the 48. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Zoo. 41. We've got to wedge that. Now,
2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down. Here we go with Michelle. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. They'll drop the throw. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. And now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Switch. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Hey. Motion.
56 to Mike.
They'll look to throw here. That is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he's got it. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Here's Watson. And my goodness, another interception. It's Chris Harris with a pick. Philip Lindsay, the intended target. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected?
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification. That's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. But you say 3 rushing touchdowns and, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
Point after up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach...
And now look at him go. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Trevor Williams with a pick. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, it's Lindsay. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Lindsay. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided.
Check. Look. Squeeze. Check 3. Jam. Let go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta. 41. Go. 41 Mike. I want that. Ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. And they'll try Michelle here running on the right side. Dodges him at the 50. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Hey, team 6. Yep. Down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Next to score, Patriots 59, Texans 28.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling again.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Mike 55, Mike 55. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Mike 55, Mike 55.
Watson. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 37.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Go. Hey, foxtrot. Get it.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Extra point attempt to follow here. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.